Welcome to Us Crazy Christians, where we uncover Christian myths and Bible misinterpretations with common sense Christianity and sometimes comedy. I'm your host, William E. Smith, and today we're going to talk about PTSD. Stick around. Stress it. I had heard about post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, over the years many different times, but it was always related to military service, veterans. As a matter of fact, in 2019, I did a commercial for Wounded Warriors and I played a man suffering from PTSD. So again, that just aided my belief or confirmed my belief that PTSD was tied to military service. But then while I was working on the TV show Empire, Jussie Smollett's character Jamal got shot and he had PTSD and had to go through counseling. So I then began to have a little shift in my understanding of PTSD to believe that civilians could get it, but again, he got it because he was shot. And so that still kind of related it to military service with being shot. But last night, I had a dream, and I rarely remember my dreams, but this one was odd. There was a young man, a teenager, standing in front of me, and he was suffering with PTSD. And I was shocked because first of all, didn't believe that a teenager could get it. I didn't believe that a regular civilian could really get it unless they were shot. And it was this young man, and I didn't know how to help him. I felt ill-equipped and helpless in trying to help him. So when I woke up, I decided to do some research and just look into what exactly is PTSD. And shockingly, I discovered that a lot of the symptoms of PTSD are things that I've battled with for years. That I actually had suffered with PTSD myself. They just didn't know it. And I figured that, dang, I can't be alone in this. You can get PTSD from any traumatic event like rape, war, abuse, etc. PTSD is a trauma and stress related disorder. And the main symptoms are psychological, but if not treated, can lead to behavioral changes. I don't have much knowledge or insight into PTSD, the symptoms, the cures, any of that stuff. I am learning with y'all, but I think that it's important that it's shared, at least to share the symptoms so that if you see yourself in this, you can try to seek more help. In a lot of my videos, I try to give solutions for problems, like when I talk about anxiety and depression because I suffered with them and I overcame them. When I talk about forgiving people, how I suffered with that. And I overcame that. But this is an area that I just learned today that I had, or that I wrestled with. Because I'm a virgin to this subject, let's talk with somebody who has much more experience. Let's welcome in all the way from Detroit, MC313. What's going on, MC313? Yeah, boy! I see you, man. You kind of got that LL Cool J DMC vibe going on right now. I'm feeling it. Your boy Detroit Billy has been on this show many times, and he says you two have been friends for years. Friends? How many of us have them? Friends? Ones we can depend on. Friends? You funny. First it was Flavor Flav, now it's Houdini. I got it. So your right-hand man, Detroit Billy, said you might be able to shed some insight, PTSD, for the Us Crazy Christian audience today. Because my right-hand man is my mic stand and the microphone that I own, and my game plan is keeping that steady pace. Ain't no reason to run, this ain't no race. That's a sweet, cool Mo D verse you just spit. Not a real answer to my question, but I'm digging it. I'm wondering how long can you keep this up? Anyway, MC313. I learned today that as much as 20% of humans on the earth have PTSD today and don't even know it. So most people go untreated and have to cope with this disorder on their own. I want to share the top 12 signs or symptoms that you might have PTSD, so people can go get help if they notice themselves on this list. Number one is that you're always expecting something bad to happen at any moment. Number two, you can never relax. Number three is you hardly sleep. Number four, you have self-hatred. Number 5 is that you're drawn to unavailable people. Number 6 is you're sickened by cozy people. Number 7 is you have a bad temper towards yourself and others. Number 8 is paranoia. Number 9 is you always want to be alone, or at least most of the time. Number 10 is that you feel that living is exhausting. Number 11 is that you're very rigid with routines. And number 12 is that you throw yourself into work to avoid life. If you have any of these symptoms, I encourage you to look more into this, as I plan to do for myself. I'm going to attach 2 short, very informative videos about PTSD in the description. And hopefully they'll give you some insights that go more in depth into the symptoms. They give some cures, some solutions. Even if you don't see yourself in the symptoms, maybe you see a loved one, a friend who have those symptoms. Show them this video so that they can be helped. So MC313, how do you cope with PTSD? Are you in a support group? Do you take medication? What do you do? Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way to dribble up and down the court. So you play basketball to cope, or are you just quoting Curtis Blow? And I'm not sure that playing basketball is a solution to PTSD. Do you agree that people should seek more information and possibly even professional help if they suffer with a few of these symptoms of PTSD that I just showed? Yay! Ice Cube this time, okay. I need to have you over to dinner because a lot of my friends who love old school hip hop will love you, MC313. Have you ever been over a friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good? I said a macaroni salad, the cheese is all mushed and the chicken tastes like wood. All right, man, now I know you ain't taking a dig at me using the Sugar Hill Gang to kind of on the low talk about my cooking. This is my show, MC313. There's a lot of stars on this stage here tonight, but I want y'all to know one thing. This is my house. And when I say whose house, y'all know what time it is. Whose house? Run's house. Once again, my friend, not a trend, but then they said rap was whack without. Forget it. I'm done trying to wrestle with you, man. I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy this old school you spitting. Do you have any original lyrics? Do you write any of your own stuff? Or are you just gonna quote old school all the time? We still here. You're rocking with the best. Don't worry if I write rhymes, I write checks. P. Diddy all day. Nice. How did you push through your PTSD? How did you stop yourself from going under while you were wrestling with PTSD? Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. Nice, love them. Last question, MC313, then I gotta finish this video. One of the symptoms of PTSD is wanting to be alone all the time or often. And I didn't personally wrestle with that symptom, and I honestly don't know anybody who has. Is wanting to be alone all the time one of the symptoms you struggle with, MC313? When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl that's as sweet as a dove. For the first time in my life, I see I need love. There I was, giggling about the games that I had played with many hearts, but I ain't saying no names. Love that LL Cool J. Hey, thanks for stopping by, MC313. So family, we probably both learned some new things about PTSD today. If you want to see more from us crazy Christians, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell to be notified every time we post a new video. Is it possible that God is more loving, kind, and compassionate than we previously imagined? Thanks for watching us crazy Christians. Until next time, be blessed.